All right, so the next step, once you get your default map showing up, which is it should show up in Africa. And by the way, let me show you real quick why it goes there. I'll just try to explain it. If I choose Africa here. So there's a certain part in Africa, I believe it's right through Gabon. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But if you choose this location, right click, and you say what's here, you'll notice that it's really close to 0 and 0. It's just above a little bit. So if you scroll out a little bit, you see that you have a longitude, which is the equator, and you have the prime meridians that run through here. So basically, the default location for Google Maps when you're working with the Map API is at longitude 0 and latitude 0, which is basically runs right through here. So that's why you see Africa when you load this up. All right, so it's kind of interesting. That's why that happens. The default value of integers in Java are 0. So when you don't assign the latitude and longitude, that's what you get. So the next step is we want to actually initialize the map to go to a specific place. And what I'm going to do in this example is initialize it to go to where we're located in San Diego. Okay, so I've modified the notes quite a bit from what was posted previously. So there's a combination of some things that are listed under creating a default map and creating an initial map. So I'll kind of go through these again, basically. At the top of your class, you want to make sure that you have implemented on map ready callback. So you could copy that and just paste it right here after you type out implements. All right, you're going to, of course, have to choose Alt Enter to fix the import, and then you're going to also have a big error on this class that because you haven't added the methods that are in this interface. So you want to click on the error, and you can either click the light bulb, which will be red in that case, and change that. There's an option usually to add the missing methods. So the missing method for that interface is this one right here that's called onMapReady. Okay, what we're going to do is take the local value that gets passed in, and we will assign our Google map that value. All right, and then this will be added later, but we're going to call this goToLocation method and pass in a couple of constant variables, which will also be added a little bit later for San Diego latitude, San Diego longitude, and a zoom value of 15 to kind of zoom it in. Okay, so that's what happens at first here. The next part is below your check place services method, you're going to have a method called initMap. And in here, what we're going to do is just check it, make sure that our map gets assigned to an actual map fragment that's going to be set up for us. All right, so you want to copy this code. We're going to assign a map fragment to the map fragment piece in our design. And then what gets passed to our Google map is a call to this, which is explained a little bit more when you code here. It's onMapReady call. Basically what this does is it sets the map equal to what is passed in here. All right, the default map, which is, of course, what we just talked about, which you have here in Africa. So this is what the default map would be set to. And then we want to send it to our specific location by calling the goToLocation method. All right, so this call to the initMap method needs to be inside of your, as long as your check play services is connected, you're going to set your activity to the map activity and then initialize the map. So this is new code. What we had before, scroll up in the notes, you have check play services, and here, let's see, maybe I've gone too far. Right here. So in your onCreate, what we did was we posted a message that said map is ready. So we're just getting rid of that pop-up message, and we're just calling and initializing our map. All right. So what that looks like actually on your code, you have these two new methods, and you'll scroll up in your onCreate. As long as a play services is set, you're going to set your content view to the map and initialize it. All right. So the next part is a specific list of locations based on some latitude and longitude values. And I just chose 3 locations that I like, and you can choose whatever locations that you like. These are private and they're static, so we could access them without creating an instance of this class, and they're final because latitude and longitude values don't change. So in Java, we list those as final, anything that doesn't change or shouldn't change, and then we also list them with all caps. All right. So to find some latitude and longitude of any places you like, you're basically going to open up Google Maps in your browser, and you can do just like I did kind of at the beginning. You can right-click on any location, you say what's here, and when you do that, you get a latitude and longitude. So latitude is the first number, longitude is the second one. All right, and you can search any location you like. Well, probably spelling it would be better, although it figured it out. Anyway, New York, and you can roll over New York here and say what's here, and then you have lat and long of that location. All right, so choose a few locations, and these will be placed at the top of your main activity.java, and go ahead and code those in there just like this. We're just listing multiple variables with commas, and the final one has a semicolon. All right. So once you have your locations chosen, the last step is to get this method working here. It's called goToLocation. This method is going to take a lat and long and a zoom value, and there are a couple other classes that we are instantiating and using here, so you will have to Alt-Enter to fix a few of the updates. But lat long allows you to create a new location, basically. Camera update is going to update it. In this case, we're going to update and zoom based on a location and the zoom value. And then we're going to move the camera. When you want a new location in Google Maps, you want to move camera. And in other things, we have animated the camera if it's just to kind of add a new marker. But in this case, we are going to move the camera. All right, so you're going to copy that and paste it. I pasted it just below the init map. Okay, so save that and run it. And this time, what you're going to get is, hopefully when you run it, it will zoom in to your location. Whatever you have put here would be your location. All right, that's it.